Welcome back to the Dry Fire Journal. This is day 231, and today my dry fire work is going to be a little bit different as I think through what I'm about to practice. I want to share with you the thinking through part and then encourage you to practice on your own. Today I'm not going to be showing you a drill. I'm not going to be challenging you to do anything differently, but I am asking you to think differently today about your dry fire. So, instead of filming on my cell phone, I'm just sitting here talking to my computer and giving you an opportunity to join in with a thought process that I believe is going to challenge you a little bit, and I think you'll find it very helpful. I believe there are three ways that we can measure success when we are dry firing. Number one, we can use a timer. We can find out what our times are from the holster, find out what our times are as we transition from one target to another target and back to another. We can figure out what our splits are if we have a trigger that can be run dry, like a double action trigger. We can find out a lot of things with a timer, and I think a timer can be an important measurement of the progress that we are making in our familiarity of our skills from our holster and with our splits and as we transition. The second way that we can measure our success in dry fire is with a target. And that assumes that you're using something like Laser Academy from Mantis, which I love immensely. You put a laser cartridge in your gun, and you are able to then measure your effectiveness of your accuracy from the holster, or the predictability of your hits being on target as you transition from a target to another one, back to another one. So we can measure success with time. We can measure success with targets. The third way we can measure success is by whether or not we feel a flawless rep. Think about that for a moment. I know what it's like to beat a time, to get down to a record time and not have it feel exactly right. I know what it's like to get hits on target and have them be sloppily gripped, unrepeatable, and yet it's really tempting for me to take a picture of that target and put it up for the world to see. And what happens is I develop a story based on my time or based on my target instead of writing for myself a more accurate story of my skill level by whether or not I can execute a flawless rep of this thing that I'm working on demand, cold, at any time. So, just for today, I want you to ditch your timer. I want you to ditch your target. I want you to ditch any type of device that you are using to measure anything. Take all of the quantifying and all of the measurement and all of the metrics completely out the window. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to put in the work until you feel like, I know that's a very relative thing, until you feel like you got 20 repetitions in that were flawless. Don't cheat it. Don't start over and think, well, I got 1 through 10 well, and then 11 didn't go good, so I'm going to try number 11 again. Nope. Start over at 0. And whether you're working on your draw stroke, whether you're brand new to this and you're trying to figure out how to draw, whether you're working on a transition, whether you're working on getting your grip properly so that your front sight doesn't move as you manipulate the trigger. If you are working on something else, maybe you're working on movement drills and trying to look with your eyes before you look with your gun. Whatever it is you're going to work on today, I want to encourage you to ditch the metrics and see if you can get 20 flawless reps in, because I believe that is an even better measurement of your progress. So get to work. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you tomorrow. Guess what I'm going to do tomorrow?